Welcome back to the Big Natural Talk Show podcast show. I'm sitting here today with Drew Nickens.
Hey!
Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me, y'all.
I'm trying to remember the first time I met you. I think you called me out in the crowd at Shakespeare's once for a joke. It was funny.
Probably.
It was like outside and we were talking about dogs, or your joke was about dogs.
Yeah. That sounds
I won't ruin it because I don't know if you do that one still.
The porch shows are always interesting because you never know. You never know what you're gonna get, and then it could be cold, it could be hot. So it's never like the perfect temperature for an outside show.
True.
So it's always interesting. I love it though.
Pearl's been to Shakespeare's before.
Yeah.
Just one time.
Throw the ball.
But yeah, I also have seen you like on Kill Tony. Obviously, you've been on a lot. I actually remember your first episode.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
I remember I didn't think it was real. So
really?
I'm driving back and I stop at the Buc-ee's like I usually do, and I come in and I call my best friend and I go, hey, I'm probably gonna call you tomorrow to make sure this is real. And then I said and then I called my dad and said,
wow.
Yeah, you guys might have to check me because it just didn't feel real because like no one had ever done what I did, and it felt like a fever dream.
Yeah, it was crazy. There was just like so much energy. You always have a lot of energy on stage. But yeah, it was like very unique. And then you like kissed like the prettiest girl. Yeah,
that was insane because like
she was so pretty.
Riley's really cool. She's a homie.
Okay, so you guys still know each other?
Yeah, of course.
That's cool.
Now we do. Like we're friends.
Yeah.
But like, I was like thinking it was gonna be someone that looked like a Tyler Perry movie. Like I thought it was just gonna be some random.
Yeah.
Not as attractive woman. So when it was Riley, I was like, oh, okay, all right. And then I don't think she knew what she was in for, because afterwards she's like, because she kissed another person like a couple
really?
a months ago,
okay,
months later, and you could tell she was nervous because she didn't realize 1 million people were gonna watch.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Millions of people are gonna watch, so she didn't know that.
Yeah.
And I think some people they don't know what they're in for, like if they don't know the show.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, you mean like millions of people? Like a small sitcom's worth of people who's going to watch?
Yeah.
It gets a little nerve-wracking.
I would imagine she probably like got followers from that if they could find her.
Yeah,
I don't think she said her last name, but maybe people found her. I think
she got like, well, Reddit is insane.
Yeah.
They will if you don't say your last name, they will find it out.
They will find you. Yeah.
They'll find anything out there. They are detectives over there.
Yeah, I know. The Reddit is kind of crazy for the Kill Tony, like everything. I actually got banned for a little bit. I don't know if I'm allowed back on.
What'd you do?
I just like wrote about my podcast too much.
Oh.
And they were like, every time you post, you just are talking about like your podcast, like you're banned for 25 days. And I just like I'm not going to do it again. Like I'm not going to post about it again.
Well, you're not missing anything. They're not the nicest people in the world. There's some nice ones, but there's a lot of mean people for no reason.
Yeah, I know. There's so many mean people on there. Like it's probably not a good place for me to post it anyway.
They don't even say Drew. They say Drew Nickens. And it kind of goes like, hey guys, you don't have to hate me because I'm on your favorite podcast and you don't want me on there.
Yeah.
Because it's just like visceral sometimes. I'm like,
Do you feel like it comes in waves where like they love you and then they hate you? Or
no, it's all nasty.
Really? Damn.
Like the first episode, they were all cool, and then the second episode, a little bit, and then after that, it was just full blown. Why is this guy on my screen?
Man.
They don't understand that like a minute of comedy, it's not the full blown. You can't dissect someone's comedic ability by them doing just a minute.
Yeah.
And I think if they saw a 5, 10, 15-minute set of mine, they'd be like, wow, he's polished, he's got this, he's got that. Because it takes a little bit of time to learn the audience, to learn. So, like, just dissecting a minute and being like, he's good or he's bad, you can never do that.
Yeah, you kind of have to like write for that minute too, I guess. I don't know. I haven't done it yet, so I
Oh,
have
yeah?
my minute, but I haven't been picked. I know it took you like 10 months, right?
Yeah, it took me like 48, almost 47 weeks of doing
Dang.
it. Yeah, a long time.
Yeah, and you were also commuting, so that is a lot.
Yeah, I was driving from Dallas.
Yeah.
So, like, I know that drive like the back of my hand now. I could do it anytime, any place, and it's just like autopilot. But then I'll
Yeah.
do like a 2-hour drive somewhere else. And I'm like, this seems so long. I'll do a 3-hour drive and it feels like nothing. It's insane.
Yeah, I get that because where I'm from like northern Maine, and there was a bigger city 3 hours away that I would go to a lot because we like had nothing in the town I was from, and like it didn't feel long at all because it was just super familiar.
So is there a long? So New England, is it all drivable within 4 hours, like a 4-hour radius, like the whole New England?
I would say, well, Maine is actually to get to like the biggest city in Maine where I'm from. It's like a 5-hour drive. I know, but I'm from like basically Canada. Like I'm super
you're
northern
like
Maine.
up.
Yeah. But yeah, you've been on. How many times have you been on Kill Tony? Because I was like going back to watch your appearances before this, and
Okay,
you were on a lot.
so I've done 20 separate, because I've counted. I've done 20 separate minutes on Kill Tony.
Wow.
I did 4 my first episode, 2 my second, and then I think it's like 14 different episodes that I'm on,
Okay.
which is kind of insane.
That is insane. So you've been doing it, and when was the first episode that you were on? It was last year, right?
Yeah, episode 665.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's the first one that when I went back to watch, I found that one. And like I was saying, like I remembered you from that. So then when I saw you at Shakespeare's, I was like, oh, he's from Kill Tony. Like I recognized him.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, did you start comedy after you had a traumatic brain injury, or were you doing it before?
Yes. So I started in 2017 of August.
Okay.
I was in College Station at the time, and I had binged this TV show
Okay.
that had like a loose premise about stand-up called I'm Dying Up Here. It's on Showtime.
Okay.
And it got me, I binged all the way up to like the second season, 5th episode, and I'm like, I'm going to find an open mic tonight. And then I found an open mic that was like near me, and I was like, okay, cool, let's go there. And then I kind of just got hooked, and I was like, I'm going to do this for the rest of my life, and here we are.
Yeah, that's cool. So you liked it your first time. Do you remember like any of your jokes from your first open mic?
A terrible 10-minute story. It was awful.
Yeah.
But the thing was it got me hooked because it was an open mic.
Yeah.
And everyone was really supportive, and it was like, oh, your first time, that's pretty dang good for your first time. And I was like, oh wow, okay.
Wow.
Cool. And then we just went from there.
That's cool. Yeah. Sometimes you'll hear people say like they did an open mic, they never tried it again. But for me too, like I was hooked right away. I was like, this is so, and I'm new still, but I was like, this is like the best thing ever. I always want to do it, like no matter what. Like it's just fun.
I feel like it's like coconut. You either love it or you hate it.
Yeah.
There's no
there
like
is no
gray area because and like there'll be people that are super talented that just don't love it and then they quit. But
Makes
they're
sense.
super good at it. But they just don't feel the love for it because it is a long, hard grind of doing new material, letting the new material work itself out.
Yeah.
Having good sets, having bad sets, understanding that you're never going to be 100%.
Yeah.
Anyone that says that they kill every mic they go to is lying.
They're unaware too, maybe, do you think? Or they're just like,
yeah, they could
it's
be.
an ego thing. Yeah, there was this guy I met, like the first week I started doing comedy. He's really nice. He doesn't live here, but his name's like Errol. And he gave me so much advice. And he was like, it's going to be a roller coaster. Like, you're going to kill sometimes and you're going to bomb. And it's never going to be like, perfect. And you just have to kind of be like aware of that and just ride the roller coaster kind of, I guess.
Yeah.
And I was like, I feel like that helped me understand more, like, don't be too attached, like just try to get better and like don't give up if you bomb really bad, I guess. But I also did banana phone my first week of doing comedy.
Oof.
I know.
Oh, is that the one where everyone was talking about their stacks of money? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
But I don't know I can't remember the first one because I kind of just like blacked out like from anxiety. Like, I don't even remember what was
such
said.
a minefield to go through.
Yeah.
Banana phone is sad. Love those boys. I love those boys and Candace. They're good people.
Yeah.
And what they're doing over there is cool, you know.
Have you ever done it?
No.
Yeah, it can be brutal.
Well, I don't want to do it because when I'm roasting, I'm not roasting for fun. I'm roasting for survival.
Yeah.
So I kind of would be a little bit too cutthroat if someone that I already don't like
said something.
I'm not like I don't hate them, but we have like a kind of okay.
Yeah.
And then they let something slip, and I'm like, oh, you were waiting for the opportunity to be nasty. Now I have to be nasty back.
Yeah. So you would be like, okay, you meant that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You're
like my buddies. If it's someone that I'm already cool with, I'd be like, heck yeah, okay, that's funny. I'm still gonna get you.
Yeah.
But if it's somebody that I've had multiple interactions with, and I don't feel like they like who I am, I'm gonna go for the throat.
True. That could be interesting, though.
Yeah,
they record it now.
Yeah, it's television, baby. But
yeah.
But I don't know. I'd rather just leave it to the experts.
I get that, and it's fun to even watch. Like, do you ever watch it?
I've been there a couple times. Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah, I love watching it. I just started heckling from the audience like a couple times back. It's taken me so long to like be brave enough to say anything, because if you bomb in front of, I mean, it's still bombing even if you're in the crowd, it still sucks. But I think I like did somewhat okay, so I might do it again. I don't know. It's addictive. Like, I feel like I'm super addicted to that, and obviously like I love watching Kill Tony too, and it's just fun.
You're part of the banana phone universe now.
I just love it.
Right?
I just like, also the last time I went up, I finally like clapped back a little bit.
Yeah.
Not that great. Like, in my head, I thought I did better than I did. And then I watched it and I was like, okay, that wasn't that great.
You roasted Colton Jones, right?
Yeah. Were you there for that?
I know, but I saw it.
Yeah.
And like, I've known Colton for years. I'm talking about, I used to go to his open mic in Fort Worth when he lived in Fort Worth.
That's crazy.
He used to host a mic called the Mad Hatter at the Mad Hatter. And this was at the point in time in comedy. I think I'd been doing it 3.5 years, and I was literally only showing up once a month. I was doing one mic a month that time, because I was in that stagnation period where I was like, I'm not in love with comedy because I wasn't getting booked, and my material wasn't doing great, but it was okay, you know.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And then, like, I think about a year later, that's when I started going full force and everything started kind of panning out.
Nice.
But I remember that's my boy from a long, long time ago.
He's amazing.
He's one of the
so
most
funny.
talented writers, I think, in the scene of Austin.
I know. He was like the first person I've ever like done a roast battle against too, and in hindsight, probably dumb of me to agree to that. Yeah. But I just like him as a person, so I was like, I can roast him because I like him, and I don't mean anything. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't want to roast somebody I actually hate. Do you know what I mean?
That's why I don't.
Because it would come across as spiteful.
Because
I don't want to be spiteful.
I feel like when it feels personal, everyone knows. There's not you can't hide it if you're trying to be like overtly mean.
I know.
It's gonna come out.
Yeah, you're
and
right.
And it was so funny because he was cooking these brilliant roasts, and then you come with something and you go, I'm gonna lose, guys.
Yeah. Like, he had the best angle. He was like, yep, Kate's not very good at comedy, and her stage presence is bad, and she's probably going to win this battle.
Exactly.
He had the angle so good.
Oh yeah, guys.
Yeah, it was good. But it was we did have to do a tiebreaker.
Ooh.
Yeah, and like nobody was happy about it because like I bombed at the beginning. Like, I was doing really bad at the beginning, and he was doing really good. And then towards the end, the audience kind of switched, and they liked my jokes. Mm-hmm. So then we had to do a tiebreaker. He won still. I'm glad he won because I didn't deserve to. Like, he had the better, like, obviously, like, he's been doing comedy longer, and he's just has a completely different vibe than me. Like, he was like jumping around. You probably saw that clip, right? Where he was like just like going crazy, and he deserved to win.
I think too, roast battling is a separate talent in comedy
Yeah.
because you have to understand that you can't go too far on one topic. You got to do other topics. You got to be unique. You got to come like it's its own art form.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't understand how difficult it is to be original and to be entertaining and original at the same time during a roast battle. It's just it's there's so much insane talent when you're a good roaster.
Yeah,
Like
that's so true.
Heather Keith.
Yeah, she's so
incredible.
good.
She's incredible. She won the roast battle for Netflix's joke last year, I think.
She did? Nice.
I think
she's
something
so
like that. But she's incredible at it. And then you get people like Peyton Ruddy, incredible. But he's just a talent in itself.
So have you roasted before?
I did one roast battle and I was better, but because he called me Sid the Sloth from Ice Age, which is in one of my jokes, he won. I said I'm never roasting again.
Yeah.
Because I came with original fun jokes that were like,
yeah.
all the black people were like, oh, because I called him Dr. Sebi before and after. And everyone just, like the people who got the joke were like, whoa, that's incredible.
Yeah.
So
that's hard where it's like the audience also has to get the references and stuff. But yeah, so you're kind of like, I don't love roasting. I don't want to do it. Like that's where you're at with it.
I respect it as a craft, but it's not for me.
I get that, yeah. And I'm still trying to figure out if it's for me or not because I just don't know. I mean, I had fun doing it.
How long you been doing comedy now?
9 months.
Okay, so you're still figuring out exactly where you want to be comedically. So you're being a slutty college girl in the comedy world in a way where you're trying every little thing to see exactly where you want to be.
And if anyone books me, I'm like, okay. Like
yeah, but that's how you have to be.
I was like, sure, like I'll do it. I'll roast the best roaster that I could go against.
Being booked is a privilege, not a right. And I think a lot of people don't understand that. It's like when I wasn't getting booked in Dallas, instead of being angry, I was like, you know what? I just got to find another way to get booked because people asking you to do things that means they appreciate your art and what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people have this entitlement of, oh, I've been doing this 6 years. Why am I not getting booked?
Yeah, people get mad about it.
Yeah, because it can seem frustrating, but if you're not willing to work and try another angle to try and get booked somewhere else, or you're not working a little bit harder, because that sometimes you have to. Like me right now, I do at least 90 minutes of stage time a week.
What? Oh my God, that's
if
amazing.
I'm not doing that, then I'm not doing my job.
Yeah.
Because to me, I'll do any show anywhere for any people.
Me too. I love that. So where are you doing your shows predominantly? Or are you literally just doing wherever you get booked?
Wherever I get booked. I mean, I stop into Shakespeare's and our bar all the time. Love those spots.
Yeah.
Those are always like the places where I can work
You
material
love it.
out.
Okay.
And then I'll do Vulcan sometimes. I'll do anywhere. And now people are asking me to do spots outside the state, which is cool.
Wow, I love that. Yeah. Were you opening first? I feel like I saw somewhere.
I opened for Adam Ray in my hometown casino.
No way. I love that.
I've lost so much money at the casino.
You did.
So well, like in general, because when I used to live in Washington State, I was super, super gamble heavy.
Really?
Yeah, I used to gamble a lot. That's why I don't live near a casino now.
Smart. Texas is a good place for that.
I'll play.
Yeah.
I'll play.
What
poker.
do you do it? Well, like you? Yeah, I think I saw you at the lodge. Were you gambling with like slot machines, or how do you lose your money?
Anything
at the
and everything.
Anything.
Man. I'll play baccarat. I'll play pie gow. I'll play roulette. I'll play craps. I'll play anything.
It is fun. I mean, if you know, like, if you have a set amount of money and you're like, if I lose this, it's fine. It's fun to do.
Yeah, but I don't.
But you're like, I shouldn't be there.
But I don't have impulse control.
I get that.
So I will lose what I can get my hands on.
Yeah, I get that. So it's good that you live in Texas, but you like poker.
I love poker.
Yeah.
I don't play it as much. I deal poker on Sundays now.
Okay.
Which is cool because it kind of gives me my poker fix.
Yeah.
a little bit.
Do you do online?
No, because I know that's another slippery slope.
Really? Yeah.
Because now I can just pull it from my debit card.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna have $3 in the bank. So I've gotten a lot better about like trying to manage my finances.
That's good.
And be responsible.
You know what to avoid and like what to do.
Yes.
Yeah, I just started playing poker recently, and it took me a while to catch on, but now I do it online a little bit. And I had $13 yesterday, and I brought it to like 60 by the end. So,
good.
and I'm just doing like the small games.
Oh, you're playing
just to
cash?
practice. Yeah, I'm just like practicing on like the smaller, because I think you can do like micro, low.
Yeah.
And so I'm doing like micro mostly.
That's good.
It's fun.
One thing I would say, if you're going to do any of the tournaments like here in Austin, the free rolls here are where you can make some good money, but it's also like you're not gambling more than like I was playing the free roll, and it's not a real free roll. It's $30 to play, and then you can like add on a little bit extra for like $20 more. And I played for $50. I played for like 3.5 hours in the tournament.
Yeah.
And so like those free rolls are what I usually play, because I can't spend $400 on the free roll.
Yeah,
which is
that's
nice.
good. It limits how much you can put in, and then you can still win, and you get to play still, and you probably just like playing.
And I think that's what I've really learned is how I can play poker. Because I used to work in the underground. I used to play poker almost every night.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Very interesting.
When did you learn?
Where did I learn? My grandpa taught me when I was younger.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we used to do one penny, 2 penny games, and learn and just kind of like. So I've always kind of been around it, and then when I got my head injury, I really got into poker because it was just like exciting stuff. And
yeah, like what do you feel like changed after your head injury? Do you feel like you're the same basically, or?
That's a tricky question, because sometimes I don't know certain things about myself before it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't try to dwell on it too much, because the coulda, woulda, shouldas can really overtake you when you start looking at, okay, well, I'm 34 now. What would my life have been if I didn't have this? So it's
it's good to just be like in the moment and be grateful.
Exactly.
And also, didn't Sam Kinison have a head injury before he started comedy?
I think so. I'm
maybe
not sure.
It's a superpower. Because you are very good on stage, and you have a lot of very big energy.
What's funny is I was watching The Accountant 2 on my plane ride back, and they literally have a storyline where this woman got like severe head trauma, and now she was like a super assassin.
Whoa.
And it was like super funny, because they were like, yeah, she got her head injury, and then she could like do all these different things, and she learned how to fight in her hospital room and all this and that. It was like, that's such a crazy like way to look at it, because us people that actually have head injury, there's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way. It's so tough to get up and do regular things sometimes.
Really? Okay, so that's kind of how it affects you.
Because sometimes you're just like, your memory's gone.
Oh, okay.
And then, sometimes you slur your words a little bit more because your speech is affected.
Okay.
Like, there's a little bit of everything. Every person is different.
Yeah.
And the degree is different, so.
And depending on where the injury was, probably.
Exactly.
Yep. Like you love Adam Sandler, me too.
I think he's one of the most underrated actors, because I think his serious stuff is always good too.
I know, he's so good. He can do everything. But I love him in Billy Madison.
Uncut Gems is one of my favorite movies.
I couldn't finish it because I'm too emotionally attached to him, and I could tell shit was about to go bad. And I was like, I can't. Like, he died in Click in that one. Do you remember?
Yeah.
I literally was crying. Like, I was bawling. Because I love him. I'm like, he can never die.
It's funny, because a lot of people say they can't finish it because it's so like, the way that the camera moves, it makes them like seasick.
Whoa.
Yeah. And it's supposed to be that way. And I think because working in the gambling industry at
Mm-hmm.
the time too, and I knew people that were just like that were moving money around. Okay, I'm gonna take money from this guy to pay this guy. I'm gonna do this and this, and so I knew
Yeah.
that character in real life. So it really hooked me
Damn.
in that way, and because it was such an intense, we're starting to see in movies where you can have thrilling action without there being violence.
Mm-hmm.
Like Whiplash. You ever seen Whiplash?
I haven't, but I've heard it was good.
Whiplash is about a jazz drummer,
Mm-hmm.
and when you watch it, it's intense. It's a thriller without this crazy violence and everything,
Nice.
but you just never know what's going to happen. And so
Yeah.
we're starting to see in movies where that happens, and I think Uncut Gems is really dope.
I'm gonna finish it now that
There
you've
you go.
you've
You'll
hyped me
like
up,
it.
and I'm like, I'm gonna watch that now.
I won't give it away, but
Yeah.
but make sure you have your doggies and your producer with you
Oh no.
to
Yeah.
have a shoulder to cry on.
Yeah, I know. I wish I wasn't like that. It's funny because I think he's like the only actor like I cry. But I do this with other things too. Like, have you seen? I'm sure you probably have seen The Sopranos, or
Of
no?
course.
Okay.
Of course.
So I watched that through, but then the last season I was like, nope,
Why?
because I was like, shit's about to get bad. And maybe it wasn't even, but I like really liked Tony, and I was like, I don't want anything bad to happen to him, and I don't want to watch it happen.
Okay, so you like Tony? That's interesting.
And I liked Christopher, but I know he killed, but I didn't see that episode.
Okay, Christopher is
I like
the
Pauly.
worst.
I know. Well, he's a drug addict.
But just in general, like he had the potential to be like one of the bosses. He
Yeah,
had the
he
potential, but
squandered
because he
it.
was so entitled and because he couldn't handle having to get his like prove his worth.
Yeah.
Because he was always like, Paulie's giving me shit, da 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 da. And it's like, no, you have to work your way up. And because he was constantly not taking his sobriety
Yeah.
like seriously, and like, yeah, I can't give you the hint.
I know.
but
yeah, he was
but the
he was
reason-
squandering all of his like things he could
Exactly.
have. But I liked Syl and I like them all, I guess, but I did like Tony. Who did you like?
I was a Paulie guy, man.
Pauly is so funny.
Paulie was my guy.
Do you remember
Yeah,
like the
man.
episode where there was a psychic? And he just had like tons of ghosts like surrounding him or something or following him. I don't know.
My favorite episode is still when they were trapped in like the tundra.
I love that
sometime.
one.
It's one of the greatest episodes of all
It's
time
so
in television
good.
history.
It's creative and like it's like a
Yeah.
movie or something. So what are your favorite movies?
So my favorite movie of all time is Blade Runner 2049.
Oh, really? I've seen that.
So good. I saw it in theaters and I was
Yep.
just like blown away with how good it was.
Yep.
Because you don't even have to see the first one
Mm-hmm.
for the second one to make sense. But if you see the first one, it makes everything kind of come together.
Yep.
So it's just a well-made movie with a lot of themes and a lot of
Layers.
things that I think a lot of people don't think about. Is when we give technology the gift of choice, how will they react? Because a lot of people
Yeah.
don't realize you don't give a robot a choice. You just tell
Yeah.
them what to do and they do it. But if you start giving them thoughts and emotions and everything of that nature, how is that going to work?
Have you ever
So-
seen Westworld?
Yes.
That always like I always worry about that. Where I'm like, are they going to become sentient?
Well, I'm afraid when we make sex dolls too good,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that aspect of it.
like when we start making it to where love is, you can purchase love, that's when,
Yeah, there's not going to be much of us left.
that's
It's going to
when
be robots.
it's going to be like, do I want to pay $400 for, or, pay for dates for someone that may not like me, or will I
Yeah.
pay for something to love me unconditionally?
Yeah, I know. I mean, I think many people choose that because I think it's hard to date, right? Like,
Yeah,
how's your
dating's not
dating life
easy.
going right now?
That's
Everybody's saying it's hard.
Tough.
Yeah.
It's tough for me because one, now I have to like vet people if they really like me for who I am, or if I
Yeah.
can get them into places. And
damn.
yeah, it's a whole nother, going from no female attention to like as much as I've been getting now.
Yeah.
It's hard to vet. And I had to learn the hard way, like the first couple months of Kill Tony.
Damn, that is tough. But so do you feel like, are these like girls you're talking about, they just DM you? Are they like, would you consider them like chuckle fuckers? Have you dealt with chuckle fuckers? I had never heard of that phrase until like a couple months ago. And I just think it's so funny.
I went 18 months without having any like lady friends, and then this last month I became a dog, and I've had like 3 different girls.
Yeah.
In like a month.
Oh.
And it's like interesting because none of them live in Austin.
Huh.
And one of them I met here, and then she's like, you want to go to my hotel room and watch YouTube? And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And me being stupid, and then she's like, take off your clothes. And I was like, okay.
Whoa.
When we get to the hotel room, and I'm like, okay, cool.
That's amazing.
And then the other one was, I was doing a show in a Midwest state, and we ended up just clicking and hung out. And then the other one was just like someone who lives near here, but
yeah. So who's your favorite?
Huh? I
Who's
don't
your
have
favorite?
favorites.
No
I love
favorite?
them all
You love them all?
equally.
Okay,
I love them all
I'm
equally. The Midwest state girl was cool, like hanging out wise. She was cool. I think I spent the most time with her.
We know how you could pick a favorite.
How?
If like one of them you think they smell really good, no matter like what state they're in. Like if they had just worked out, but you still think they smell good, that would mean you have good pheromones. Like you guys, your pheromones are good, and you would have a healthy baby. But also you could use it just to pick who your favorite is. But I know you don't have favorites. Okay, but if it gets to that point,
that's crazy.
If it gets to that point,
of it that way.
And if you think somebody smells horrible, you shouldn't have kids with them.
Really?
Yep.
I've been working on my smell good for the last couple of years, so that makes it
well,
good.
I dated a guy once that I thought smelled so bad, and he was a douche also. And I was like, well, that was a waste of time.
Hey.
I think it's a thing, but that's interesting. So when did that? Like, do you feel like after your first appearance, is that when like you started to get more attention from women, or like when did this start?
So the first appearance, right before it was coming out, I had a girl DM me. Can't wait to see this, and she was hot.
Wow.
So I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna hit her up, and then we hung out a little bit, and then like I get attention from ladies sometimes, and this is how I know I'm never going to talk to you again, is when they go, oh man, I would love to meet Tony. And I'm like, uh-oh, you are now off the table, dog.
It's interesting how some people are super obsessed with fame.
Yeah.
I think that's maybe what it is, where they are like amazed by people that are famous maybe, and they're just like, but maybe being a leech a bit. That's a weird move. Because you're like, why talk to me? You're just trying to get me to bring you to my friend.
I've had girls come in and go, oh, you're a really cool friend, Drew. Ari Maddie is super hot. And I'm like, okay. I mean, I know he's a handsome man, but you don't.
That's crazy.
When I'm trying to holler at you, and then you're talking about how hot Tony and Ari are.
That's rude.
Like, dog, I'm a good soul, I know.
Yeah. But that must be very frustrating.
It's wild.
Man. Yeah, I get a lot of DMs too, but like not that.
Your DMs are probably
They're not crazy.
Wild.
They're not crazy. But I think maybe for men, like how many do you get a day?
I don't get a lot a day.
Or a month?
A month? So I get a lot of people talking to me about their interests. Like if we have a common interest, I get a lot of dudes to DM me, and they'll be like, "Oh, you like Liverpool? What do you think about this?" And I like those conversations because I get to just like let loose and just have a normal conversation. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people.
So you get a lot of guys who are your fans.
Yeah, just like cool people.
But what about like specifically women? Like how many a month do you get from women?
I would say probably 20.
That's a lot.
Which is good. But
and
like,
that's how much more is that than when you first started comedy? Or when you?
I didn't get any attention.
Okay, so like that's a lot.
Yeah.
So that must have been crazy.
The craziest DM I got this last week was I was in New York, and right before I was going to New York, I was like, "Hey, you guys got any spots I could fill?" And this girl goes, "Hey, I got some things you could fill."
Oh my god!
And she was like hot, so I came in. I said, "Oh, are you in New York?"
That's crazy.
But like, I'll get those type of things where it's like, crazy off the wall, and then we still text, but I don't think anything will come of it.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of hard to do like a 180 after you say that to start. You know what I mean? Like it would be maybe hard to date.
But I treat people like humans too. I don't just see them as objects sometimes. I mean, I'll still do like dirty talk.
Yeah. And some people just like that.
Innuendos so you know what time it is, and you can't be like, "Oh, we're just friends." Like, no, I will still be a little dirty just so you know. Okay, I'm still attracted to you.
Yeah. You like that.
We are not brother and sister. Don't do that.
Yeah, you like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's crazy, and also makes me scared for like because I don't do that. And like it must be hard. Like, okay, so if anyone dated you, what would you do about that situation? Like where you're getting these crazy DMs? Would you let your girlfriend know? Would you have your girlfriend just handle the DMs?
I post her all the time. So
you have a girlfriend?
No, I've never had a girlfriend.
Okay.
I'm 34 years old, never had a girlfriend.
Okay.
But
you would post her all the time.
If I get a girlfriend, I'm going to post her all the time so they know.
You know what? I'm sorry to tell you this, but have you ever heard of mate choice copying?
No.
So that could make it worse.
No, because then I won't look at any of the DMs.
I know, but girls, if they see a girl with say you date like a model or just a beautiful person, when you walk in the room, it makes a lot of the other women think you're attractive because you're with an attractive girl. So they're like, it's literally science, and they've done studies on it, and it's a thing females do. So it might just make women want you more.
Well, like I have dance hall science because I go country dancing a lot.
You do.
And what I've realized is if I dance with a hot girl and I dance really well with her, it makes a lot more girls want to say yes when I ask them.
Mate choice
But
copying.
if I dance with someone who's less attractive, I get a lot more no's afterwards.
So you've seen this in real time.
Yes,
is mate choice copying.
I do experiments on it because I'll dance with someone who is a good dancer, but she's less attractive, and I like dancing with her. And then the rest of the night, it'll be hard for me to get a dance.
Damn.
Because they'll be like, "Oh, he dances with that girl. He thinks she's attractive, and he thinks I'm obtainable."
Yeah, that could be.
It's insane.
That could be.
How that works.
It's funny too, because like, have you ever seen those shirts that girls make for their boyfriends? That's like a picture of them.
Oh yeah.
That's a bad idea, because he's advertising he has a hot girlfriend.
Nah.
I
don't think that's a bad idea.
I mean, it makes other girls think he's hotter if he's got a hot.
No, because they won't approach. Girls have this girl code where they don't want to steal another dude's. Like another girl. I remember one time I was at a dance hall. I was at a dance hall one time, and I was with this girl. She ended up being a really trash person because she brought a Tinder date to my birthday. But that's a whole nother story. It's actually the last time I drank, but we'll get to that one.
She would do fucked up shit.
But no, so I came in and I was dancing with her, hanging out, and then she went to the bathroom for a little bit. So I asked another girl to dance. And then she came back and we were just chilling. And she goes over to the other girl, comes over like, "Hey, he asked me to dance. I don't know if you guys were talking." And then she like looked at me crazy, and I'm like, "Dog, I wasn't doing anything." Like, and when we were dancing, it wasn't like I was like, "Hey, what's your name? What's your sign?"
Yeah, you
like,
think of dancing as something that you do for fun.
Yeah. And it wasn't like I was trying to pick her up. She was hot, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
But she literally went up to her and was like, "Hey, he asked me to dance while you were gone."
Huh.
So girls have this protective nature of like,
some do, and some are crazy. Like, I don't know.
Women be crazy?
Some are.
Producer, that's not true. Women can't be crazy. Am I right?
Some are, but I think most girls are good. I think I love girls, and I think most of us are great. And then there are a couple crazy ones. I'll tell you later a crazy story. I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Okay.
say right
So
now,
let me
but-
let me get down to business. The final
Okay.
day I drank. So I was excited. I had a bunch of poker people were going to come to my birthday, and I invited this girl named Sarah. I don't care. I'm not going to say her last name, but Sarah.
It's a common
And
name.
and we ended up like going on a couple dates. Her car got repoed one time while
Okay.
we were at the movies.
Wow.
And we went to she
Crazy.
she tragically lost her son like 6 months before that.
Oh no.
And then I took her to a movie I didn't know was going to be the saddest movie on earth. And I'm bawling and she's like not crying at all. Like I'm bawling 20 minutes into the movie. It was the movie about the best friend that comes to live with the couple that has cancer.
I
It had
don't know if I've seen
it had
that.
Marshall from How I Met Your Mother. No, it's not The Fault in Our Stars. It's what it had him, and I think it had Steve Carell in it.
Okay.
And it was super sad. And when we walk out, and she's like trying to find her car to leave,
Yeah.
but then her car got repoed, so I had to take her to her grandmother's house.
Oh no.
But no, so we were hanging out, and I was like really excited. I was like, it's my birthday. I'm gonna try and like maybe make a move on Sarah, kind of see that I like her.
Yeah.
And we get there, and she brought a Tinder date to my birthday party.
What?
She brought a dude that she met on Tinder.
Did she think you guys were only friends? Like, why?
I don't know.
She must
And
have.
women. Like I had asked her on dates and said,
Oh.
"This is dates."
Yeah. So
So-
she knew what she was. She knew.
So that
I'm
night,
sorry.
every like 5 minutes I was taking shots of Rumple. I ended up having 20 shots of Rumple at the country bar.
Yeah.
And we were hanging out, and then the dude ditched her because he like tried to touch her butt, and she didn't have that. And at the end of the night, every time I was getting a no, and I was hammered, so I was getting all these no's. I was doing 2 shots of Rumple at a time.
Damn.
And so I got to like 20 shots of Rumple.
Wait, what is Rumple?
I think so. It yeah. Yes. Yeah. That movie is incredibly
Really? Okay.
incredibly
If I want to
sad.
cry, I'll watch
Oh,
it. I
dog.
cry very
That-
easy at movies.
That Monsters Inc. and
Yeah.
Monsters Inc. is incredibly sad. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, I don't remember it. I have to rewatch it. I've seen it.
It's probably not sad to you, but like
There's moments.
it. Well, okay, we're not gonna get into how
Yeah,
sad
yeah.
Monsters Inc. is.
So this woman kind of broke your heart.
So
on
she
your
came
birthday.
in, and then I ended up drinking like 5 more Jaeger bombs when we
Oh,
went to
wow.
underground poker. I slept for 18 hours the next day.
But you didn't throw
I
up?
was on, and I hadn't slept that much since I got my head injury. My head injury, I slept about 18. And they
Yeah.
say if you sleep like 24 hours, you're like near death, something like that.
So don't do that again.
Don't do that.
How,
Now
so
I
you,
only
do you
sleep
throw
4
up?
hours at a time, so I know I'm alive.
Whoa. I wish I could function off 4. I need like 8. So you did not throw up
No,
after you did those shots? Some people don't throw up from drinking if they drink a lot.
I didn't throw up.
That's amazing. See, I
Until
throw
the
up
next
after
day.
4. I've had 5 drinks and I'm throwing up.
Yeah, the next day I'm throwing up.
You did throw up the next day.
The
Okay.
next day. But the way that I throw up is like I was throwing up like vile.
Whew.
And then like I couldn't take water. Like that's how much I would drink. It's like I would drink so much that like
Yeah.
I couldn't sip water without throwing up.
So, did you ever go to the hospital when that happened, or you just took
No,
care of
I
it
just
yourself?
champ it out.
Yeah.
Drink Pedialyte. I'll take a sip of Pedialyte, throw
Mhm.
that up, and then take another sip because then my body knows it's something good for me.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like a wimp. Sometimes I'll get an IV, like, or have you ever heard of like the IVs that come to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I've done that, and I've gone to like IV places, and I'm just like, help me, I'm dying. If I throw up like 3 times, I'm like, I'm fucked. Like
I could never see you being like a big drinker though.
I can't because I will throw up, but I also like, even if I have like 6 drinks, I feel like I'm the same. I don't know. I don't ever feel like my personality changes, at least, and I've only blacked out once on my 21st birthday. That's the only time.
I blacked out multiple times in my life.
What do you do when you black out? Like, what do people say you do?
I just kind of text my friends like, hey, did I do anything wrong? What did I do?
Yeah.
Get the rundown, see if I got to apologize.
Yeah. Like, what are you like when you're drunk? From what you hear, like from what your friends tell you.
I'm not a fun drunk. So
No.
that's why I don't drink anymore.
Do you get like sad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think in my state that's kind of common.
Yeah, especially if somebody you like shows up with another date, like that would make anyone sad too.
Yeah, and the thing was then I asked a girl that I went on a date with like 2 months before, and we went to a Brazilian steakhouse, and she got embarrassed because I put on a Sesame Street video in the middle of it. And I was just having fun.
Dang. So you mostly date like regular girls. You don't date comics usually?
I got my heart broken by one, so comics are out the window.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, we don't do comics.
I think a lot of people feel like that because it's like, does she live here still or you have to see her?
I'm not going to make any comments.
Okay, well, tell me later. Tell me later. 'Cause I'm curious. No, okay, don't tell me then.
I can't. Here's the thing. I don't make enemies with nobody.
No, I wouldn't. Yeah, I just was curious. But, like, I think for me, like, I, like, have dated regular guys. And then I just like comics because they don't get as annoyed with me. You know what I mean? Like, the Sesame Street thing, like,
yeah.
I feel like a comic wouldn't care.
Nah.
They would?
I don't know. I just... I don't really have I'm realizing that I kind of have a type.
Yeah.
Of lady that I go for.
Yeah.
Like looks wise and vibe wise.
That's funny.
And it's like, it's opposite of what I think I would usually go for.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. Yeah.
That is interesting. So, what is your type, or you don't want to talk about it?
I like kind of hipstery ladies.
Mm-hmm. Tattoos?
They can have tattoos.
Yeah.
Like, I'm cool with tattoos. It's not a deal breaker.
Like bangs?
Huh?
Straight across. Like, I'm just picturing what I think as a hipster, but I don't know.
Like,
tell me more.
Like, she could be a manager of a skate shop, or she could be like a barista, or like those type of ladies.
Yeah.
Or like the one from Shreveport. She paints, which is cool.
Yeah.
Like, she's kind of artsy.
That is really cool.
So like, I like artsy ladies, even though most people wouldn't paint me as someone who's like really into artsy hipstery ladies, but.
Well, I feel like it kind of makes sense. And I do feel like I see where you're coming from, because like it's good to have somebody that has a hobby, because you have a hobby, you know, and like you're artistic because you're writing, and it's just a different type of art that they're doing, but it's like probably a similar wavelength.
I want someone that has their own type of hobby or passion that they can be passionate about, that I can be like supportive of.
Yeah.
Because like, I really love boxing, and if you're just there sitting next to me while I'm watching a boxing match, and you're semi paying attention, where you understand, oh, it's 2:00 on a Saturday, it's time to watch boxing. Like, you know that's what's going to happen, and you're supportive of it, then that's cool. Yeah. Because I'll be supportive of you also. But
hobbies.
We also can separate if we need to.
Yeah, because they can go do what they're interested in.
Exactly.
At that point, and they're not relying on you to like entertain them all the time.
Exactly.
Very smart. I think that you know what you want, and I hope that you find it. I'm sure you will.
Who knows?
I'm sure you will. There's a lot of cool hipster artists out there.
I mean, I don't know. I've never met anybody in Austin where I was like, okay, we might be dating.
Yeah.
Which is weird. And now I'm getting into the traveling and meeting people.
Yeah.
And like, it can't be a one night stand anymore, because we have social media.
Oh yeah.
Social media has kind of ruined one night stands, because now it's like, you do the thing, and now you're like, oh, add me on Instagram, add me on Snapchat. So you never can like, fully. They'll always be able to track you, whether you want them to or not.
True. That's actually a good point. Yeah, I've never had a one night stand before, but I'm like not super experienced like with dating or anything. And I feel like I couldn't do it because I literally only find people attractive that I'm like that I think are cool and like I know them and I trust
Are
them
you
and stuff.
pansexual?
I don't know. What does that mean?
Pansexual is someone that is attracted more to emotional connection than they are sexually, and it doesn't care. They don't care if they're male or female.
Oh, I think I'm probably not then because I definitely like am attracted to men,
Okay.
but I see women as beautiful, but women kind of scare me sometimes.
You don't
So
know how to approach a woman?
yeah, I'm not great at making friends. Like I want to be better, and um, most of my female friends are like bi. They end up. I noticed that.
Ah.
So I don't know what that means, but I'm definitely attracted to men,
Okay.
and like I have like I don't really have a type, I guess, but I feel like there's like aspects of a man that's important to me, but like
What do you mean
I don't
you don't
know.
have a type? You're not into super buff smart guys? Because I
No,
see one
yeah.
right here.
No, I am into like
Yeah.
really smart. Like you have to be smart
Hey.
and like have empathy, I guess. Like
Hey.
cuz I'm scared of people who don't have empathy. They freak me out.
Hey.
I
Producer
like good
man.
eyes.
Oh, you. Producer man, look at me. Woo! Yeah, you hit the jackpot
Yeah,
with
he has
that
great
one.
eyes.
He's got good eyes.
But it is funny. It's funny too, like being a female comic, because a lot of people think I'm a slut.
That's crazy.
Like one time I was like getting a drink at the bar, just like before I think I was about to do like the Sunday mic at Creek, and this guy was like, "You don't look like you belong here," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm just like a comic," and he was like, "Oh, so then you're just like a big slut," and I was like, "No." It's just like
Yeah.
it was just like crazy, and he was married, and I was like, "What's happening?" But like, yeah,
People are so ruthless when they think like,
yeah.
because they have this perception of like females can only sleep to the top, or oh, females aren't funny. I know
Yeah.
plenty of great funny female comics, especially here in
There's a
Austin.
lot. Like
Yeah.
Heather,
Heather,
Liz, Christina,
Genevieve.
Genevieve, yeah.
Um, yeah, there's a bunch of just really, really funny comics
Rachel.
that like
Yeah.
that I really, really think if people just gave them a shot, they'd be like, oh wow,
Yeah.
you know, Emily and Jamie Lee, they're funny. And
Yeah,
stuff too.
Jamie is super funny.
Yeah,
Emily's
they're
super
both funny.
funny. They're both like I love their stage presence. They're super different, but like I
Yeah.
feel like they're both like very confident on
And
stage.
they work on their shit. Like that's
Yeah.
the thing is like, I feel like people don't understand the work that they have to put in.
Yeah.
And if they're doing different types of content too.
Yeah, there are
It's-
so many different things. Like
Yeah.
it's like a lot of work, I'm sure, but I think people who are like driven, I feel like can do so much. And I feel
Yeah.
like they're all super driven too. So like they just are like, yes, this is like what I'm doing.
Exactly.
They have good drive. But when do you so you did comedy, you've been doing it how long now? Like 7 years? 6
8
years?
years
8
almost
years?
now.
Wow.
Yeah. 8 years actually the last couple weeks.
Wow, that's a long time. So when do you feel like you figured out your style?
4.5 years in.
Wow, okay. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out my style, but I don't really know what I am. Kind of deadpan, I guess, but I like don't know what I am still. So you think?
Just
So how
keep
much
writing
has it
and doing
changed?
stage time, because that's the thing. Also,
Mhm.
if you're doing as much writing as you can, and
Mhm.
you're doing as many spots as you can, you'll figure out exactly what your style is,
Yeah.
because it'll be the one that's most comfortable to you, and
Okay.
where you're being successful at, because then they know it's the real you. Because audience can
Yep.
sniff it out if you're not being genuine or not.
That makes sense. Yeah. I feel like I'm just kind of not that expressive, and I'm kind of I feel I sound boring on stage, so I probably need to just be more myself maybe.
Yeah. Well, why do you think
like,
you're boring?
I don't know. Maybe I just don't like watching myself perform. Do you know what I mean? Like, when you go back and watch a video, are you like, I'm doing good? Or I can see where I do good based on the laughs, but I think I have a hard time watching myself. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I just sometimes I'm real awkward and wonky. So like it is kind of awkward to like do that, but I've understood too that like it's part of my charm.
Yeah.
And so I literally am looking at the joke structure, the word choice, and kind of what gets the audience laughing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And kind of the total package of it is, if I'm really big and expressive, okay, I'm getting a bigger punch here.
Mm-hmm.
Or sometimes you have to pull back just a little bit before you give the big punch, so then it makes the big punch a lot better. So it's
Nice.
It's a little bit of both.
That's cool. Did you ever like act or anything like that in school?
I did musicals.
You did?
Yeah.
Nice. So you can sing.
Not really.
No?
I tried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did like, I feel like I'm very shy. So, and I didn't do much acting. I did in like elementary school. I was in one play and I had like no lines. So I'm just also trying to get confident on stage, and I'm like looking forward
Were you an
to
athlete
getting better.
in high school?
No, I was a cheerleader.
Oh, I
Yeah.
mean, that's athlete. That's athletic.
We weren't that good.
That's okay. It's still athletic.
But yeah, I feel like that, I guess it is kind of performative still. You're not
Yeah.
like talking, but yeah, maybe sometime you can watch me go up. I'm going to try Narbar. Last time I went to Narbar, I bombed so bad that I was like, I don't want to go back to Narbar.
You got to.
I said the F slur.
You said what?
The F slur. Fag. At the end of my set. And like, I think that what made it worse was like, there were some girls that somebody had walked, like they left. And they went to the other section, and I went back out and I was like, hey guys, I'm about to perform next. You should stay. And then they came back out. And so I think I just like, that was like earlier in my like doing I mean, I'm still very early, but I was used to kind of just doing open mics and like saying whatever's the most fucked up thing I feel like works at the open mics. And it didn't work with them. And I was like,
here's the
oops.
thing, shock humor can only get you so far.
Yep.
Understanding that like sometimes that's a very big coping mechanism that comics have.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it backfire in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Someone was coming in and they broke a rule that the mic host said you should not do. And so understanding that you don't have to pull out a Hail Mary when you're not getting the audience. Sometimes you just have to, you'll figure out what you need to do. Like to me, I'll come in and I'll roast someone, or I'll do an observation on someone like crowd working just a little bit to get them back on my side and then go back into crowd work.
That's
or
smart.
do something where you don't have to be shocking.
Yeah.
You just, sometimes you have to throw something different out content wise.
Yeah.
Or to engage them, or to, I talk about how the Cowboys suck.
Yeah.
Cowboys football team. That'll always bring America together because everyone hates the Cowboys except for Cowboys fans.
It's true.
It's not a shocking
It's true,
thing.
yeah.
It's not saying the F slur. It's not saying it, but it brings everyone together. All you have to do is just say you look very homosexual, or a Cowboys fan. Bang. Now we're good to go. It brings everyone back in. So you
shared hate. Yeah, I love
exactly.
that.
So you can figure out your way of bringing people back without having to be shocking.
Yeah, I like that.
Because it's kind of like teen dramas. Very much like teen dramas. Teen dramas will start where, oh my God, I flubbed up on a project, and 2 seasons later, oh my God, there's a serial killer and I have a heroin addiction. Because they always have to top and top it and top it and top it. So when you find a way to not just be shocking, but also like figure out how to be clever about it to bring them back in, it'll make you better of a comic, because you won't be leaning on, okay, I'm going to say this and the crowd's going to go, whoa.
Yeah.
Because if every comic is doing that, it loses its luster.
Yeah,
so when you find a different way of doing that, it makes it even better.
And it makes you feel better too, I feel, because it's like it's a lot riding down. Also, I got drunk before, and like so that was part of it, where it was like I don't know why I did it. I think I had wanted to do it at this as a tag on this one joke just to see, and I don't know why I picked that night. I think I was just like had too many drinks.
Yeah.
And the girls were like really pissed. And I was like, shit, I just like made them come back out here. They had already walked once. Yeah. But you're right. I need to definitely work on that. I feel like if it's not like super wild, then it feels better depending on like what kind of crowd it is.
You can cleverly do it where you're not leaning on the shock factor. It makes you a better, more cleaner comic.
Yeah, I need to work on that. I do have a couple
Sharper.
clean jokes.
Huh?
I do have like a couple clean jokes, but most of my jokes are not clean.
Well, when I say that, clean's the wrong word. Sharper.
Okay.
A sharper comic.
Yeah.
Because if you can be a sharper comic that brings everyone back, where you're not just leaning on what everyone else does. And I think you're 9 months in, you'll learn
Yeah.
more that.
Yeah, for sure. I just have to keep going up. Yeah, crowd work kind of like isn't my strong thing either. But like, were you always good at crowd work, or was it something that you
The
had
way
to like
that I
really
do
work
crowd
at?
work isn't like, hey, what do you do for a living? No, I'll ask like a wild question
Okay.
that helps me set up for my next joke.
Okay, makes sense.
Like, what's a crowd work thing I do? Like, hey, have you ever been? Do you like Walmart?
Yeah.
And they'll come in. I'll be like, oh well, you look like a Walmart 7. You look like a Walmart 7. You should love Walmart because it should make you feel like a better person. And then I'll go into my Walmart joke, or I'll
Nice.
come in, or I'll do like a pickup line, like, hey ma'am, what do you and energy drinks have in common? You both make my heart flutter. Bang.
Yeah, yeah.
But or if I want to get crazy, like, hey, do you like crispy and chewy bacon? And when he says chewy bacon, oh, that guy likes to eat pussy. Bang. Like you can, it just depends. Like you don't have to do the standard. Hey, what do you do for a living?
Because then it opens up so many things.
Yeah,
but
but you can also just like ask a question where you have, okay, this is how I can turn that response into my material.
For sure.
Because I think that's what the best comics do is they have a little pocket knife. They'll have a question and they know exactly where they want to go from there.
That's smart. I like that.
And it's not just in the spur of the moment, like I think people think it is.
It's like you have rhetoric behind it. You're like, I want this so that I can just go into this other joke maybe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, okay, he says that. I know exactly where to go from there.
That's pretty smart. I like that.
Yeah.
And then I was going to ask you too, I know you and there was like a Kill Tony episode recently where you guys all had to do like a minute or so. And then it like there was like a machine that like count like I don't know, it was like measuring the laughs or whatever.
I love it.
And you were like really close. Like you guys were within like a fraction, right? And then I know like that was like difficult. I watched that and I think you did really good. And it was just like, I mean, the crowd, you know, and it was so close that it must have been like a bummer, like obviously. Like, how did you feel when that happened?
I didn't feel great.
Yeah, you were like, what the fuck?
Well, I've never done competition comedy because I don't like to compare myself to others because my story is a little different. And I think it was kind of a spur of the moment thing, and everyone wants to do an arena show, so you want to be a part of it somehow.
Yeah.
But it didn't feel great, and I've kind of learned to focus on writing new material, focus on getting better, and really using the break as a point to progress myself with my longer sets.
Yeah. And honestly, it's only 6 months, right?
Yeah.
But like everyone's going to remember you still in 6 months. And if you were just signing up for Kill Tony, it could take a year to get back on.
Yeah.
I understand it's like still a big deal and it still fucking sucks.
Well, the show moves so fast. People don't understand how fast show business moves.
Yeah.
And so I think sometimes I was a little bit scared of, okay, I'm going to be forgotten.
You're not going to be.
The show's going to move on. But I think, too, there's this moment now where when I do my next minute and it goes well, it pushes the storyline to another level.
I agree.
And so right now I've been really focusing on new material.
Nice.
I've been doing comedy, like I said, 90 minutes to 120 minutes a week, like
that's
of
so
stage
good.
time, like
yeah,
because that's all I need to be focusing on, and like
it's your
writing
passion.
and pushing it. So it's one of those things where, do I love that my sad face is a meme for a lot of people, and like there were a lot of really nice things that were said.
Yeah.
But there were also like a lot of really nasty things
Really?
said for no reason. And like I look at all my requests because I've had people reach out when they're not feeling great and they're feeling like they want to unalive themselves.
Really?
And
Yeah.
so now I came in that regard. So
And that's like really good that you're. Oh, okay. We usually do like a little bit over an hour.
okay, sounds great.
But I think that's really good that you're like, you think about your fans and like you care and you check all of your messages and like they feel safe to like reach out to you for that. So I think that's really cool and unique. But yeah, I am excited for your return because I think it'll be like a moment also.
Yeah.
Because like it felt like, I mean, I can't say what Tony felt in the moment, but for me, I feel like he was kind of bummed also. Like,
Well, I can't control my emotions. I think sometimes people think, "Oh, he was just being a brat." No, it's like I'm someone who doesn't have a poker face when it comes to. You'll know when
Me
I'm sad when
too.
I'm sad.
me too.
You'll know when I'm happy when I'm happy. That's just kind of.
Yeah.
It's something that I can't control so much. I'm
Yeah.
working on it, but it's just hi.
Sorry, she was being
Pearl.
crazy.
But yeah, so like. I think too, people just don't understand how difficult it is to take something like that.
It is difficult, and like you care about what you're doing, so it's like not like it's just something you don't care about. So it makes sense, and I feel like anybody watching would have sympathy and be like, yeah, like that does suck because it was so close, and obviously like, you know, you don't want to take a break because you love being on the show and you love working at comedy. But it's good you're still like going up as much as you can and like going to as many mics as you can. Pearl, can you? I'm just gonna put her off the couch for a second, I think, because she's eating her ass right now. Just like,
She's what?
she's literally like licking her butthole.
Oh.
And I'm just like trying.
All right,
to
see
focus
that on the Patreon.
I have ADHD, so she's like distracting me.
She's like, I wonder what mine tastes like.
Yeah. Well, then I had a couple more questions.
Yeah. Roll with them.
Have you ever heard of Roll for Soda?
Huh?
Roll for Soda?
Yeah.
Do you like it? It's like that thing where he
Yeah,
like puts
it's
stuff
a
into
D&D
drinks.
thing, yeah.
I don't know, because I know you like energy drinks. I feel like that would be something you like. I don't know.
I like I do like a cold cherry Coke Zero.
You do? Is that your favorite?
That's probably my favorite soda at the moment.
How much caffeine do you have a day?
240.
240?
I've only had one energy
That's not bad.
drink. Yeah. I've cut down a lot more than people think.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Just trying to be a little bit more healthier.
That's good.
So.
Yeah, I probably need to cut down too. I also take Vyvanse because I have ADHD. So
Okay. So I have a funny story about Vyvanse.
Really?
So when I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh, I used to do a lot of Adderall and Vyvanse.
Yeah.
And we had a whole 18-hour trip where I drove, played, came back, and I was masturbating. Well, they don't tell you you're not supposed to masturbate on Vyvanse
why?
because it'll make your penis throb, and like you won't be able to like, and you'll stay hard for like hours.
What?
Yeah, so mine's throbbing, and I call my dad. I'm like, Dad, what do I do? And he's like, you got to go to the hospital, and that's when they gave me some medication to like stop it. But yeah, you're not supposed to masturbate on Vyvanse.
What the fuck? Well, I wonder what it does to women.
Your clit gets huge.
I didn't notice. I haven't noticed that. Maybe it doesn't affect us. Hopefully.
Well, maybe you don't have a sexual drive. I was doing it because I was sad. So I wasn't even like super horny. It was just I'm sad. I want to feel something because I did real bad at the regional, and then boom. That's what I learned. You can't do that.
Damn.
But Vyvanse is like way stronger than Adderall. So.
Is it? Ooh,
Yeah.
I didn't know. I feel the same on it. It's weird. Like the only difference is I just feel a little less foggy.
Oh.
So I think I just have bad ADHD maybe, so it doesn't. But maybe you don't have ADHD, so when you take
Exactly,
it,
so
it's just
it's
this like
different
fun
for me.
activity.
Exactly.
It's like a different vibe. That's really funny.
It actually works for you.
Yeah. Oh, so your dad is still alive and your mom's still alive?
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
Yeah.
How old are they?
My dad is 64.
Okay.
My mom is like 50.
Nice. And you're close with both of them?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I feel like that's rare.
I'm more close with my dad, though. I talk to
Okay.
my dad at least weekly.
That's so good. And they don't live that far. They're in Dallas still?
No, they're in Washington State.
Oh, okay.
That's where I'm originally from.
Oh, right. And then also I wanted to ask you about the Air Force. How long were you in the Air Force for?
4.5 years
Wow.
almost. Yeah.
My dad was in the Air Force. That was how like we ended up in Maine when I was a baby.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, and he had friends he met, and I've heard like the Air Force is one of the better ones. I don't know.
Yeah, it's cool. It wasn't for me, but
Yeah.
I'll never knock it for people that it's really bettered their lives. So
Yeah, my dad's friend got hearing damage for life though.
yeah.
They had him in this like box when planes were taking off, like monitoring the planes, and like they didn't give him the right ear covers or something.
Yeah.
So he had to have hearing aids, I think, when he was like in his early 30s.
That
So like
sucks.
crazy things can happen. And like, I don't know. I wanted to join the military when I was younger, and my dad was like, no.
Yeah,
He was like, no. And then he played Full Metal Jacket, and he was like, this is going to be you. Can you do that? And then he just started yelling at me, and he was like, you can't handle this, and like going nuts. And then I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I miss my dad. He died, so I don't.
I'm sorry to hear
He died like in 2022, so I mourned his death and everything. But he was like my best friend.
Yeah.
And I mean, he could be my worst enemy sometimes too. But like for the most part, he was like my best friend.
Yeah. I feel like my dad is just someone I can talk to, and he'll listen and then just he'll give the right amount of advice where it doesn't feel like he's overbearing.
Yeah, I love that.
Because I think sometimes, like, when I'm talking to other people, they just want to give their opinion, and they think they're right about their opinion. Instead of, like, just giving me just enough to work with.
That's smart, and because he, like, wants you to figure it out. And
Exactly.
Yeah, because he loves you. That's awesome. Well, maybe sometime we'll have to go to Narbar all together.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I think that'd be fun. And thank you for coming on.
Hey, thanks for having me.
It's been really interesting.
Yeah.
And, yeah. Like I said, you'll have to watch me sometime. Let me know if you have any feedback.
Yes, ma'am, I will. Are you going to be at Odds this next Wednesday?
Yes.
I'll be there.
Oh, okay, perfect. Well,
So,
then I'll
we'll
see
see
you
you
there. I'm excited for that.
All right.
And I'm excited for that other episode you have coming out of that one thing. I don't think it'll...
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you're allowed to talk about it, but I'm excited for that.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah, also, is there anything you want to plug?
The _Drew Nickens at Instagram. That's where I'm posting where I'm going to be at. I have some. When is this going to be coming out?
In like a couple weeks, like a week or two.
Week or two.
Yeah.
I'll be in Michigan on the 19th, 20th, and 21st and 22nd. I'll be doing like 4 shows over there. I'll be in Denver on the 21st, 22nd, and I might be somewhere else on the 23rd. I have something in Chicago-ish area at the end of November, and I have Jacksonville, North Carolina on Veterans Day. So come on out and see me. It's a lot different than Kill Tony. I'm telling you, you'll enjoy a full show of mine. So come on out and let's rock.
That's awesome. I'm excited for you. Thank you again,
Yes,
Drew.
ma'am. Thank y'all for having me.
Drew Nickens, everyone.
Bye.